Shana B, she got a crazy style.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of song you can see yourself making with her?
I feel like we could write like a song maybe like related to like just being from St. Louis. I think that's a plus just because everybody knows that St. Louis is, we have a certain mentality that people probably won't relate to. Like I was just talking to a guy on the phone, and he's from, I think, like Maryland, somewhere like somewhere from Maryland or whatever. And he was like talking about like all the stuff that was going on, I guess, in the Boston DMV like area, Massachusetts, like all that stuff, like just telling, like getting me hip, and telling me like, oh yeah, all this stuff is going on. And I'm like, well, try being from St. Louis, and like try being like from the gutter places, like that you've never had that situation or ever been in that situation. Like I could say that Shana B probably has been around people that, are more to my liking, more to my situation, more to my understanding, because we all are from the same area. So I think we'll probably be able to make like just a good song about, shoot, where we from, what we doing or whatever, or shoot, a good hype party song. I don't ever really hear her talking about like sex, and sex sales for women in the industry. So that's one of the reasons why I think I respect her a lot, is because she don't really talk about that much. She talks about other things, like, yeah. So that's probably why I really want to work with her, just because I see her mentality and I respect it, and yeah. So that's probably why.
Besides music, what other things are you involved in?
I do makeup on the side. I used to do a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, and I also do tarot. So I do small meticulous things on the side besides music. But as far as me in the music like department, I do different things within music. Like I like to do makeup as well, like entertainment period. Like that's my realm, like that's my area. So outside of music, I'm doing makeup, doing tarot. I do this thing, I try to do it every I try to be very like frequent with it, but every Wednesdays I do a live. I get on my Facebook and my Instagram, sometimes my Twitter, and I do like general reads for all the zodiacs, just to give to people, whoever needs it. And yeah, I just be shuffling cards and delivering messages. So yeah.
How did you get into something like that?
My mama. My mama, she bought the cards, and she had means to use them, and she had only used them like maybe once or twice, and she just never consistently used them. Though I didn't know what the heck they were. I had never heard of tarot. Once I heard about it, I started watching videos, and then I just took my mama cards and I just started doing tarot. Like, she had chakra cards, she had regular tarot cards, and then I had got my own cards eventually. So yeah, kind of just started through my mama.
I'm not too familiar with the actual, I guess, understanding of tarot reading, but isn't that kind of like scary? You ain't worried about like opening the wrong door for anything like evil spirits, nothing like that?
Yes and no. I think energy is everything. So sometimes it's like I do have to like place that boundary or that restriction on when I do readings and stuff. So it definitely concerns me, but I also I talk to my ancestors, I talk to spirits, I talk to and I feel at peace. Like, I took a trip with my family over this summer. The way it happened is I took a break from tarot because I started earlier this year. I took a break and was focusing on other things, and I took a trip to Mississippi, and I felt like a really strong spiritual connection being there, because I got to visit all my ancestors, visit where they where they rest, visit where they stayed. It was a spiritual connection and a strong balance, and I'm kind of glad that I got that experience, because that made me just want to do it more. So after basically consulting, touching them and feeling them and getting messages from them saying this is okay for you to do, I just knew that that's what I was gonna do. It's very scary though, scary to an extent, because people are going to try to discomfort you when you start doing stuff like this. My brother was really adamant about me doing tarot. He was like, you really need to be careful with who, what, when, where. And even my friend said it. She was like, be careful on who, what, when, where. You know, who, like, how you decide to do it. So I've definitely tapped into, like, how I decide to do tarot. And yeah, it's scary. It's more scary, like, as far as messages, because I know that some of the messages that I get and I receive, they're accurate, and I think that's what's scary for people, not for me. Like, I don't know, but not for me. But I think that that's like the scary part, like when I deliver messages and people can automatically resonate to them. So I think that's what it is.